Hello friends, it's Miss Abigail from the Children's Department at the Fletcher or Hagerstown Library. It is so good to see you today. I guess I should say today I'm playing Princess Abigail. Miss Ann from our Young Adult Department helped a group of librarians with a Who Would Win video for the Summer Reading Club. You can probably still find it on the library's Facebook page or YouTube channel. But in that video, I dressed up as Sleeping Beauty, and Miss Ann looked at me and said, "You need to do a story time wearing your princess dress and hat." So Miss Ann, this one is for you. You can't see all of my dress, but I promise you it goes the whole way to the floor, and it has a great big poofy skirt. I look like a princess. So today we are going to do two stories, one about a princess and one about a prince. We're going to start with the one about a princess. If you are brave, which today I am not, you can actually sing this story to a song called "There's a Hole in the Middle of the Road." I have to admit, I did not know that song at all, so I did a little bit of librarian research and I found it and I heard some kids singing it. It's definitely a fun song, but when we get to the end of the story, you might see why I wasn't sure about singing it. So, without any further ado, our first story is "There's a Castle in the Middle of a Moat." Are you ready? I'm going to put this on my flannel board, but here's the moat, so the water that surrounds the castle, and here's our castle. You ready? Alrighty, there it is. There's a castle in the middle of the moat. There's a castle in the middle of the moat. There's a castle. There's a castle. There's a castle in the middle of the moat. There's a throne in the castle in the middle of the moat. There's a throne in the castle in the middle of the moat. There's a throne. There's a throne. There's a throne in the castle in the middle of the moat. I wonder what's on that throne. Do you have any ideas? Probably not what you're thinking, but maybe. There's a cushion on the throne in the castle in the middle of the moat. There's a cushion on the throne in the castle in the middle of the moat. There's a cushion. There's a cushion. There's a cushion on the throne in the castle in the middle of the moat. Now, here's where we meet her. There's a princess on the cushion on the throne in the castle in the middle of the moat. There's a princess on the cushion on the throne in the castle in the middle of the moat. There's a princess. There's a princess. There's a princess on a cushion on the throne in the castle in the middle of the moat. You want to guess who the princess has with her? A prince, you say? Well, maybe. I'm not sure. Ribbit. Ribbit. This might be the frog prince. There's a frog with the princess on the cushion on the throne in the castle in the middle of the moat. There's a frog with the princess on the cushion on the throne in the castle in the middle of the moat. There's a frog. There's a frog. There's a frog with the princess on the cushion on the throne in the castle in the middle of the moat. There's a crown on the frog. Uh-oh, they're all sliding. There we go. All right. There's a crown on the frog, on the princess, on the cushion, on the throne, in the castle, in the middle of the moat. There's a crown on the frog with the princess, on a cushion, on the throne, in the castle, in the middle of the moat. There's a crown. There's a crown. There's a crown on the frog with the princess on a cushion on the throne in the castle in the middle of the moat. Now, what do you think that the princess should do with the frog? Should she say, "Shoo, go away, you're slimy"? No, I don't think so. He looks like a very nice frog. Should she kiss him? Mwah! Smooch! See if he turns into a prince? I don't know. There's a book called Snug the Frog. It's sort of like The Princess and the Frog. Well, maybe I better not give away the ending. But if you read that book, that'll tell you what I think the ending of this is. She kisses the frog, but it doesn't happen the way you would expect. But this is the end of There's a Castle in the Middle of the Moat. If you would like to, you can certainly go online and find the music to There's a Hole in the Middle of the Road. I will warn you, it might get stuck in your head. I do apologize if that happens. It's a fun song, but when you have... Wait, how many pieces do we have on the flannel board? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. When you have 7 things by the end of the song that you have to remember and have to get to fit, I just wasn't sure it was going to happen. So, anyways, I still had fun with this. I hope you did too. Alright, so that is our princess story. Now it's time for our prince story. If you know the book or the song, we're going on a bear hunt. This is sort of like it. Not quite, but a little bit. It reminds me of it. But the story is called Clippity Clop, and it's based on a book by Ed Emberley. But we're going to do it on the flannel board today. So it starts out with a castle, of course, and with Prince Krispin and his horse Dumpling. Can you say hi to Prince Krispin and Dumpling? They're ready to go off on an adventure. All right, so here we go. Prince Krispin and Dumpling went for a ride. Clip clop, clippity clop, clop clippity, clop clop. They came to do you know what it is? It's a bridge. And they rode over it. Clippity clop, clippity clop, clop clippity, clippity clop, clop clop. Then they came to a stream. And they decided to ride through it. Kerplash, kerplish, kerplosh, kerplosh, kerplish, kerplosh. Dumpling dried off his feet by riding through the field that they came to. Nice big green field. Clop quish, clap clish, clap clish, clap clish. They kept riding. They kept riding. And all of a sudden, they came to... Gonna move the pieces a little bit so they've got room. A big, gravelly hill. I think it looks like a mountain. And they rode up it with crunch, 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 crunch. And they got to the top, and Dumpling had to take a little bit of a break to catch his breath. And then they decided that they were going to ride down the rocky hill, or the mountain. And they went down with a click, clack, click, clack, click, clack, click, clack. They kept riding along the base of the mountain. And all of a sudden, they came to a cave. What do you think was in the cave? Well, a bear would be a good guess. It wasn't a bear. It was a dragon. Don't tell them yet. They haven't found it. They're riding along, and they came to the cave. They looked in, and the dragon looked out, and it yelled at them. And it blew a big poof of fire. Well, the dragon did not have to yell twice. Dumpling turned, and he ran back up the hill with a click, 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 and then back down the hill with a crunch, 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 crunch. And then he went back through the field with a squish, 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 and back across the stream with a kerplush, 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 and back over the bridge with a clip, clap, clip, clap, clip, clap, and back into the castle where they closed the door with a clink, 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 clinkety clink. Phew! Going adventuring is a fine thing, but getting back home safely is a fine thing too. And that's the end. You know, they went backwards through it, didn't they? It looked like Dumpling was running backwards. I realized I made this flannel board, and I should have made it so that if you flipped them over, you would still see their faces. And I didn't do it. Maybe I should. Do you think I should? Yeah, I think I probably should. That'll be a fun project for me. So maybe you'll get to see this story again in a story time one day. And you'll have to check and see if I made them the same front and back. Well, thank you for joining me today for our Prince and Princess stories. I hope you enjoyed them very, very much. I think that we do have time for a goodbye song. Now, in this song, you wave at the end. But instead of waving like this, can you do a royal wave? Oh, you've got it. You're in good shape. All right, so it's can you clap with two hands and stomp and wiggle your fingers and kisses, and one last practice. I'll practice with my other hand. Your royal wave? All right, here we go. Can you clap with two hands, two hands, two hands? Can you clap with two hands? Clap, clap, clap. Can you stomp with 2 feet, 2 feet, 2 feet? Can you stomp with 2 feet? Stomp, stomp, stomp. Can you wiggle 10 fingers, 10 fingers, 10 fingers? Can you wiggle 10 fingers? Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Gotcha. Can you kiss with 2 lips? Mwah! 2 lips. Mwah! 2 lips. Mwah! Can you kiss with 2 lips? Mwah! 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 You ready? Can you wave goodbye? Goodbye, goodbye. Can you wave goodbye? Bye, bye, bye. Back to me. Goodbye, friends. It was so good to see you today. I hope that you enjoyed the Prince and Princess stories. Maybe I inspired you to play a little bit of dress up or imaginary pretend games. I don't know. Maybe. You could recreate Prince Krispin and Dumpling if you wanted to. Just watch out for the dragon. Until the next time, I hope that you all stay safe and healthy and well, and that you're able to enjoy your summer. And it's not too late. If you want to sign up for the Summer Reading Club, you can visit our library's website, washcolibrary.org, to learn more. Take care. Hope to see you soon. Bye.